So, this is my lasagna, speedy lasagna, and I am Clara. So, here we are going to whisk our eggs up, and this is a really good, really awesome whisk. It's small and the size for kids around like my age, and my brother, well, maybe he wants to use the big whisk, but I like using this. So, here we are whisking it up, and I like to try and squash the egg and then start stirring it up because it's a simple tip and then it starts making it get mushy, and then it gives you the chance. So it's a little hard, but so you have to get it up against a corner and try squishing it and then doing it. And then later, you start going the actual way.
So we're going to make our cheesy layer for the lasagna. What are we going to add to those egg yolks? That's 5 egg yolks. Can you pour that into the big bowl now, Clara?
Now we're going to pour this into a huge bowl because they might not fit in like these bowls that I'm holding.
We're just not used to not having all of our own kitchen stuff here in this rental, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing a pretty good job given what we've got. Okay.
And now it's time for our 3 cups of cottage cheese.
Well, it's 3 half cups, so that made 1
cup and a half.
1 cup and a half. Perfect. That's some good math. So 1.5 cups of cottage cheese, and you have the option in this recipe to use
some
ricotta cheese if you'd like.
Yeah, and then at the end, my mom likes to put in a little bit of fiber or omega, so we're using the Italiano. So we're gonna put 3 pinches of that in.
Oh, go for it. Sprinkle it in there. You can dump half the bag in there if you want, Clara.
No, I think I'll actually do maybe 2 more.
Go for it. Because that's not going to do too much for the nutrition. If you want to really amp it up, you can dump in it. So these Coat and Cook mixes are designed as like shake and bakes. You know, we've all kind of grown up having a few chicken. I'm going to just go for a little bit more there. See?
Okay.
A little chicken in the shake and bake. Well, our Coat and Cooks are gluten-free and breadcrumb-free, but they add those, like Clara said, the fiber. You can go ahead and stir that up, Clara.
So we're going to use our dip and spreader to stir it up, so I might end up using 2 sides.
Okay. Yeah, and we just amped up the nutrition. So home cooking is always healthy, but...
And fun.
And fun. Oh, I like that.
And also really yummy, so, don't be afraid to cook because don't think you're like a bad person at cooking, because if you make an accident, turn it into something like, let's say I accidentally put too much tomatoes in some sauce, for let's say. So then I could just say, well, I'll make a bigger tomato sauce, so it's like that. So,
actually, that's a great tip. Let's talk about our tomato sauce. Do you want to? I'll pull this to the side so you can show them how we make big batches of tomato sauce, right?
So what we do is we take a can of tomatoes. It can be like at least puree tomatoes. So then we have our marinara seasoning, and then all what you do is you take 1 can of tomatoes, and then we put in, using a really handy 2-sided, two-sided and then an extra on 1 side. And, well...
There's 4 different measuring marks, but to use the big one, the tablespoon, we use 3 of those, right?
Yep, 3 of those. And then all of that, you put it in a mixer. We have one over here, and then we blended it up. And then we took a pot, and guess what we did? we made it into Epicur's marinara sauce, what we are going to use.
So we use our multi-purpose pot often for that. Just 15 minutes of simmering is all you need. Then we can freeze that into smaller portions or in containers and have big batches of tomato sauce ready any night of the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere you need tomato sauce, it's ready to go.
But you still need to buy at least some tomatoes.
You do, and we like to buy the ones that are salt-free from the store. So Clara, could you start by preparing our bottom layer for our lasagna and put 1 half cup over there of tomato sauce directly into the bottom of our multi-purpose steamer.
And it's the big one. There's also a rectangular one, but we're going to do the big one next.
Oh, you know what we forgot, Clara? We forgot to stir our egg whites into that. Did we add it in already?
No.
Okay, so the one ingredient that we missed mixing right into our big bowl was the egg white. So that's just 3/4 of a cup of egg white. So while Clara gets her sauce going, I'll do that on the side and mix it into our egg and cheese mixture over here.
And I measured out this, and I'm gonna sort of put it all over the place. And I'll smooth it out using the bottom of the cup.
You want your tool back?
Yep, I'll take our dip and spreader. I don't really care that mixture is on it because we're eating it anyways all together. So.
Okay. And then we're going to do
1 layer of our noodles. You can break them earlier and put them in a plastic baggie and put them on, but we like doing it like this, so.
These are just oven-ready noodles, so that's one option. You could use fresh noodles that are soft, or you can buy the kind that you need to boil and boil them. So you have a few options here. So we happen to have in our cupboard today some of the oven-ready noodles. So there we go with our first little layer there. And what do we want to add next?
Some zoodles. They're really fun and easy to make.
What are zoodles?
They're zucchini noodles. So here I have 1 whole zucchini. We're going to do 1 whole zucchini washed. So you take the top and don't touch the blade, and then you start twisting away, and then you see those green things? Those are what they look like. So it comes out the top, and don't ever touch the blade. No one that I know has ever done that, but still, I wouldn't dare try.
Don't dare try.
And also, if it becomes this even longer, you should try cutting it off.
Do you want me to give you a smaller piece so it'd be more manageable?
Yep. We'll start with that.
Is that easier?
Yep. But once this part gets too low, we can use something called this. We place it on the top and we turn it like normal.
And that helps to keep your fingers really away from the blades, right?
Yep. And you see it stays together. Well, it actually isn't. It just looks like that since it came out together.
The sauce is smelling so good over here. It's under my nose. But yes, Clara can show you. Those are all turning into beautiful zucchini noodles, which we can make a nice vegetable layer and keep this a vegetarian lasagna. If you wanted to, you could actually ahead of time, right in the steamer, take some ground beef and seasoning of your choice. We like pizza seasoning, for example, and sprinkle that onto our ground beef and put that into the multi-purpose tray on the multi-purpose steamer and on the tray in the microwave, and cook that out in about 5 minutes or less. We've got our meat cooked, and you could have a meat layer ready for your lasagna too.
And also, this thing is actually two-sided, so you can use this side, you can use that side. There's no difference.
Do you want me to make some of the other side noodles while you start layering that one in, Clara? And I'll show them that, so you can put your zoodles in there. And
so they're really cool. Look how long they can end up.
So beautiful.
Even actually longer. So let's plop these in.
So yeah, there's another blade on the other side that is thicker, and it will make ribbons fatter once we get it going. There you go.
Or it takes off the peel for you. So here we are, sprinkling it, and now I'll put this big fatty on.
Big fatty on.
And also, if you don't have that handy tool, you can just take this and like slice it off.
Oh, a lot of people have this, and that's sometimes what we do with the leftovers that come out the end, right? I'll show you another option.
So you just make medallions like this. They're really cool.
You want to eat that one? Go for it. Okay, so what's our next layer, Clara?
Our next layer is this.
Would you like to use our lovely ladle?
How many should I use?
Oh, maybe a third of that.
So that's 3.
Yeah, I think we're going to aim for a 3-layer lasagna. If it was a 2-layer lasagna, we might use half of the mixture. But let's just try about a third of the mixture, so maybe 3 or 4 scoops.
I'll go with 3.
Okay.
So it isn't that cheesy.
That's fine.
Well, maybe my brother would go for cheesy.
We like cooking because you can just sort of experiment and you don't have to worry about the rules too much. Okay, how about another layer of lasagna?
So we cracked it up earlier because they were like about that long. So we had to like break it ahead of time.
Just so it fit into the steamer, right? I like working together with you, Clara, in the kitchen.
Thank you. I'll take this little and I'll take this. There. So now we are going to put some more tomato sauce.
Okay.
Right?
You're right, Clara. Here you go.
And we're going to put 1 cup.
Half a cup.
1/2 cup. There, and can I make the dip and spreader?
You sure can.
Except
This
it's
is
high.
buried. I'm taking my chances. I should pull my blade cover out before I cut any fingers off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep going there.
So I spread this out. Now, what we are going to do, should we put another layer of zoodle?
Oh, go for a little more sauce there. Don't be shy. I love tomato sauce.
Yummy.
Maybe about half of that amount. Go for it. Half of that cup. Perfect. Okay. And just spread that around.
Good.
Awesome.
And we'll spread that around once more. So, since we're making lasagna, have you ever thought like making one of those big ones that take like a really long time with onions and all of that? Well, if you want to make it really fast and you're like really hungry, make this because it's really hungry. So, now that I've done that, we're gonna put
More.
zoodles and medallions. So like we're putting medals
Yeah.
inside.
Go for it.
I'm gonna eat medals.
Beautiful.
So let's put that down.
And now back to your...
Cheese mixture.
Okay, I'll pull that back in for you.
How much should we?
Oh, we'll do another 3 or 4.
I'll do 3 to even the layers of these out.
So I'll just take this up so you can see what's happening in there.
Yee, cheesy. And we also put ricotta cheese in here.
Well, you could. We use cottage cheese today, but you could use ricotta cheese instead, right?
There.
How about one more?
Okay.
Go for it. All right.
Now it's gonna become 7 cups in all of this whole thing.
Okay,
So
last
now,
layer.
let's go for this long guy. That way now. So it's sort of like a jingle one, except we cheated once. There. Here is my speedy lasagna. So, now that it's like that, we're going to put 1 more layer. Get it 1 more layer of this. And since we put tomato sauce on top, we're going to put like maybe another layers just to make it fair.
Just to make it fair.
Because like the tomato sauce, why don't the pasta rule? Because like it's easier anyways. So there's a lot on that side, so I'm trying to spread it everywhere, and there we go.
Should we just pour this in?
Yeah.
Do you have the confidence to do that?
No, I think I'm just gonna use that because like it's easier and safer, so there's no spill. And this is gonna be
Ooh, bless
really
you.
sneezy.
Well, at least you've learned over time to turn away. I'm going to just keep going for you, okay? Scrape it down. Actually, that's one of the great things I love about our silicone kitchen tools, especially even with our ladle. If you can see what's happening from the back, you've never met a ladle like this.
It's clearing up.
It clears everything. It has
Can
a
I
very
see my
soft
hand?
edge on it, so it
So
scrapes
it won't
every
scratch
last
at all.
bit. There's nothing ever left behind when you use our silicone kitchen tools. They're awesome.
Why don't we put the rest of our pasta noodles on so it's like not too messy?
Well, we'll save that for next time, but what do we like to do on top? You can either do more zucchini or
Some cheese.
what kind of cheese did you grate up over there, Clara?
We grated up some really nice, really awesome
Mozzarella?
cheese.
Mozzarella cheese. Okay, give it a good sprinkling on top. Do you want the rest of the zoodles in there?
Yes, please. And we'll do that at the same time.
Okay.
So it's like really mixed up.
Mmm. Get all that cheese in there.
Yummy cheese. It's gonna be a cheesy lasagna though, I bet. And do you need an oven for this? No. You just cook it in the microwave.
Really? The microwave?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you have an option of using this silicone steamer in the oven, and it would take just as long to bake as an ordinary lasagna. But the reason we call this a 15-minute lasagna is that it will cook
Really fast, really easy, really simple, and it's good.
Yeah. We're going to do 5 minutes first with the lid on.
And also when you're taking it out, make sure this is away from your face. So I would recommend putting it in this way so it's facing the microwave,
Okay.
not facing you. So like when you take it out, it's like the opposite.
So it'll go in that direction up into the microwave. 5 minutes, and then we'll take the lid off, continue it for another 8 minutes with the lid off, and dinner will be ready.
And we're also going to do something while that happens.
What are we doing, Clara?
We're going to make our salad.
We're going to make our salad. I'm probably going to use that slicer to slice through all of our veggies for that,
Yeah.
right? Super
Okay,
quick.
now I'll put it in the microwave and we'll say goodbye.